Hey, good morning. My name is Kevin Ellis, local president of 2338. I just returned from a mini vacation, and you can probably hear it in my voice. Um, but I'm back. I'm healthy, getting over a little bit of a cold, but no big deal. I want to share something with you that I think is very, very, very important. Um, while I was away on vacation, apparently an email went out from somebody at OPM. And I want to talk to you about these knee-jerk reactions um, and complete chaos that's circulating around us. I've been a representative in the union for nearly 22 years. And out of my 22 years experience, I didn't get some of this gray hair for no reason. Some of it came with wisdom, experience, and understanding. I'm not coming to you as a representative of only a couple of years, maybe three, which is a novice and somebody who don't have a ton of experience. I'm coming to you with over 20 years of experience as a representative. And to be a representative and have the type of um, experience I have, you have to have wisdom, you have to have knowledge, you have to have understanding, you have to be steady, you have to be calm, and you have to be steadfast. And many things are going to happen between now and the next several months that is completely foolish. And the email that was forwarded to me over the weekend did not have any legitimacy behind it. It was just not a legitimate email. In fact, not only did I know it didn't have any legitimacy behind it, but if you've been watching local news, if you've been watching major news, um, several, several heads of agencies, not the head of a facility, but the head of agencies such as the FBI, the Homeland Security, Social Security, TSA, the heads of other government agencies were telling their employees, do not respond because it was not a legitimate request, nor was it legitimate instructions. So I knew on Saturday it wasn't legitimate, but we received that confirmation yesterday through a lot of major news networks. And I say that because I have prepared an example email to respond to the illegitimacy of that email. And the information was being provided to some of the local reps to give to employees to help keep them calm. We didn't want them to stress, don't overreact, don't give too much information because there was no legitimacy to it. We didn't know who the email came from. We didn't know how it originated. We don't even know if he's even going back to a real person or not. We have no idea. But what was important here is that that email was hijacked by, I believe, the first Vice President Lampley and sent information out to all of these to a bunch of employees. As the president of Local 2338, I'm in direct contact with our district president. I'm in direct contact with our council president. I'm in direct contact with our national president. And we communicate on a regular basis. We talk about issues such as this: guidance, illegal guidance, how to respond to it. And the email that I sent out to give employees a way to respond to the madness was just that. It was an email to respond to madness. Now, to confirm that I'm telling you it was madness, not only did the other government agencies come out and say, the heads of other government agencies come out and say, tell those employees not to respond. About 5 p.m. yesterday afternoon, OPM notified the heads of all of the agencies that the email that was sent out, it was only voluntary, period. But the chaos from the email that went out did not demonstrate that. The second thing that OPM told everybody yesterday, and the heads of all of the agencies, is if you do not respond to that email, it is not an admission of a resignation. This is why it takes steady, calm, cool, and collected leadership. We don't want employees responding unnecessarily to a bunch of BS. And this is the reason why I don't have knee-jerk reactions. A knee-jerk reaction demonstrates immaturity. It demonstrates insecurity. It demonstrates a lack of understanding and a lack of experience. A person that operates on knee-jerk experience will have an agency issue a bogus reprimand or a 5-day suspension or a 14-day suspension or proposed termination, and they'll start crying like a baby. Oh, they'll start crying. Oh, save me, save me, save me from the big bad wolf. That is a knee-jerk reactor. And I would not put my faith or confidence in anyone that operates off of knee-jerk reactions. Now, we are responding not only locally to some of the madness, but our district is also responding, and our national president is also responding. So we don't need and we will not operate in knee-jerk reactions by knee-jerking people, period. Okay, period. What makes this a very troubling time is that if you don't have solid leadership, if you don't have consistent leadership, you will fall for anything. And I'm encouraging my employees that's under Local 2338 to don't fall for the okie doke and don't fall for anything. I don't fall for anything. I stand up for what's right, what I know is correct based on my experience, and I want you to be able to do the exact same thing that I'm doing, okay? So with that being said, I have plenty of work to get done today. I've got some calls set up with some other union presidents across the nation and some other national parties as we continue to systematically sift through the madness, because I can tell you that having a knee-jerk reaction is not good for your psyche. Here's what I'm going to encourage employees to do. If you are being impacted by these knee-jerk emails and harassment, I want you to engage in what's called EAP, the Employment Assistance Program. When you engage in that EAP program, you get 3 free sessions. If you need to continue counseling beyond that, you need to do that. They will refer you to a private counselor or to a VA counselor, however you want to do it. If you are having co-pays related to the counseling because of stress, anxiety, depression, those are tort claims, and that is the making of a grievance and a complaint to seek damages. No one should be required to endure harassment. No one should be required to endure knee-jerk leadership that causes you to have anxiety and depression. You do not have to go through that. You deserve better. So if you need to seek counseling and medical treatment as a result of that, do it. Save your appointment visits, save your co-pays, and save the dates that you're attending. And we will help you navigate through that and probably even file a grievance on your behalf as a class action one. All right? So we want to thank you for listening today. And once again, I'm going to ask you to join the union. once in a lifetime. A generation is faced with a challenge that will be different from a previous generation. The generation right now, the time that we are in right now, is requiring the generations that are living and able, health wise, to get into the fight. You are watching the attempt to take over a federal government that has operated through democracy for over 200 years. We've had some challenges along that way, but every generation is called to do something and partake in a matter far greater than yourself. And I'm asking each of you, if you are not a member of the union, join the union. Not only are we fighting for you and your rights here, but some of your family members in the local community are going to have their Medicare impacted, their Medicaid impacted, their food stamps impacted, their health insurance impacted, their Social Security checks impacted. And you may feel like the madness that's happening is not impacting you. It does. Even if it doesn't impact you directly here, it's going to indirectly impact members of your family, your grandparents, your aunts, your aunties, your cousins, and just members of your community, friends. Okay? So we're asking you to get in the fight. Help us, help you, help us, help your family members, help us, help members of your community by joining AFGE. We are stronger together. We are stronger together than we will ever be apart. We are much stronger together than we ever be apart. So get in the fight, join the union, and help us get beyond this hurdle, but answer the call. God bless you.